For many years, eggs sat at the center of a heated nutritional debate. Once branded almost dangerous because of their high cholesterol content, they became a food that many people were advised to limit or avoid altogether. Doctors and nutritionists warned that eating eggs could lead to heart disease, raising LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol, in the blood. Breakfast menus around the world shifted toward alternatives, and an entire generation grew up thinking that eating more than 1 or 2 eggs per week could silently pave the way towards serious cardiovascular problems. It is important to remember why this fear took root. Early studies did find a link between high blood cholesterol and heart disease, and because eggs contain about 186 milligrams of cholesterol each, mostly in the yolk, they became an easy target. However, nutrition science, like all sciences, evolves. As better research methods developed and larger, more detailed studies were conducted, a very different story began to unfold. Today, eggs are undergoing a revival, re-emerging not just as a harmless food, but even as a beneficial one for heart health when consumed in moderation. One of the most striking discoveries is that, while eggs do indeed raise cholesterol levels, they predominantly raise HDL cholesterol, the good cholesterol that helps transport excess cholesterol away from the arteries and back to the liver, where it can be processed and eliminated from the body. Higher HDL levels are strongly associated with a lower risk of heart disease, and this shift in understanding has profound implications. Rather than contributing to heart disease, eggs may, for many people, support a healthier lipid profile. Eggs are also packed with high-quality protein, essential amino acids, and a range of vitamins and minerals, including vitamin B12, selenium, and choline, which is crucial for brain health. They provide a feeling of satiety, meaning that eating eggs can help control appetite and reduce the likelihood of overeating later in the day, a significant benefit in a world where weight-related illnesses are a major concern. Moreover, eggs contain lutein and zeaxanthin, powerful antioxidants that protect eye health and may reduce the risk of cataracts and macular degeneration as we age. Still, it would be irresponsible to paint an entirely risk-free picture. Certain groups of people, such as those with a genetic predisposition to cholesterol sensitivity, for example, people with familial hypercholesterolemia, may need to be cautious about their egg intake. For them, dietary cholesterol can have a more pronounced effect on blood cholesterol levels, and their risk of heart disease may still be influenced by eating high cholesterol foods. Likewise, how eggs are prepared matters significantly. A boiled or poached egg is very different, health-wise, from an egg fried in butter and accompanied by bacon and refined carbohydrates. The broader dietary context cannot be ignored. Eggs should be part of an overall balanced and nutrient-rich diet, not a license to indulge in unhealthy eating habits under the false belief that the egg alone will balance everything out. Emotionally, this renewed understanding of eggs feels liberating for many who once viewed their favorite breakfast food with guilt or suspicion. It invites a reconnection with a simple, nourishing, traditional food that fits beautifully into many cultural diets around the world. Eggs are versatile, affordable, and packed with goodness, a shining example of how a food can be misunderstood for decades, only to be redeemed by careful scientific exploration. They remind us, too, to remain humble and flexible in our judgments about nutrition, always ready to adapt our views as better evidence emerges. In the end, eggs deserve their place once again at our tables, not as a forbidden indulgence, but as a welcome ally in our efforts to eat well, live energetically, and age gracefully. Mindful consumption, personal awareness, and a sense of balance remain key. But within those boundaries, eggs can be enjoyed not just without fear, but with genuine, informed appreciation.